What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Anime J back with another episode for you. And today, we actually have some interesting developments. We're going to talk about the appearance of Admiral Ice. He's known as Admiral Ice. To me, I call him Admiral Ice. Just a little bit smoother, just a little bit cooler. And the way that he came on the scene was ferocious, just like the title implies. One of the first things that stood out to me about the Admiral was his sheer size. It made the guy huge, and it seems to be a theme in One Piece that they correlate power and importance with sheer size. Next thing was just how shooken Robin was, and as she was just indicating, he is one of 3 admirals in the Navy. They are overseen by the Fleet Admiral, whose name is Sengoku, and together they make the world government's ultimate powerhouse. The way that he approached the Straw Hats was pretty smooth within itself. He appeared to just be there to figure out where Nico Robin had been all this time. He swore up and down that he was not there to harm any of them, but he was very aware of who they were and how much each of their bounties are worth. This, of course, enraged Luffy. It doesn't take much to enrage Luffy. He's always ready for a fight, even after Nico Robin warned him that he's one of the powerful 3 and probably not a fight that he wants to pick at this point in the series. Now, the way the story plays out, Aokiji ends up helping some locals who ended up getting their ship wrecked by a random frog. That's another story. But in his attempt to help the locals, we get a glimpse of his power. Yep, your eyes are not mistaken. The man just froze the entire sea with one hand. And as Nico Robin indicates, this is the power of one of the admirals, Admiral Ice. At this point, there's still no threat from the Admiral. He helps the local citizens and seems to go about his way. And the Straw Hats, they start to do their usual thing, start goofing off and laughing, as you can see there. But the Admiral changes his mind and confronts the Straw Hats as soon as they turn around, and things get serious very quickly. It seems the Admiral knows Luffy's grandpa. Luffy's grandpa did him a favor back in the day, and then he decides that maybe Luffy should die due to the fact that the Straw Hats are a looming threat. They're small, they're growing, they're dangerous, and they have Nico Robin, who has been his obsession, and it becomes clear as to why that is. He paints Nico Robin as a woman that switches sides and annihilates the new teams that she joins, leaving herself as the lone survivor. Not only once, this seems to be a pattern of hers, meaning that the Straw Hats are next. And just like a guilty person would, Nico Robin goes on the attack, attempting to snap the Admiral's neck. He shatters into pieces, but then evolves from ice, reminding me a lot of Inaru's ability to completely turn his body into electricity. It seems the Admiral has the same ability, just with ice. After seeing what he can really do, Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy all spring into action, and they are all quickly subdued by the power of ice. And it looks so easy. He just freezes himself, and now their limbs are in danger of being frostbitten. And so the situation goes from being dangerously dire to the Straw Hats now being in danger of being eliminated. Robin is frozen completely, simply with a hug, I mean, how powerful is this guy? With a strong team effort, they are able to get Nico Robin and the rest of the Straw Hats out of there, leaving Luffy to face Aokiji by himself. And as usual, Luffy does have some interesting attacks. He does do some damage, but similar to the fight with Nico Robin, things just seem just too easy. Aokiji disintegrates himself, re-solidifies himself around Luffy as ice, and now Luffy is frozen completely. The good thing is that he did at least save the crew. Now, luckily for Luffy and the Straw Hats, Aokiji is a merciful man. He shows him mercy due to the fact that the Navy owes Luffy one for suppressing and getting rid of our old friend Crocodile. What do you know? Old favors come back to pay off. With a clear difference in power, experience, and ability, the Straw Hats are lucky to escape this interaction alive, and they start to plot their next location, which is Water 7, and according to Aokiji, it's getting closer and closer to Navy headquarters. Both Luffy and Robin are revived shortly after the interaction with Admiral Ice, and the Straw Hats continue their journey, hopefully not running into any more admirals anytime soon. And without further ado, it is time for my update. I am currently on episode 230 on the Mount Everest of anime, which is One Piece, and I am making my stride to episode 300. I would like you guys to participate in telling me when you think I will get there. Leave a comment on when you think I'll reach episode 300. Leave a comment on when you think I'll finish the series. I've had a slightly slower progression lately. I've had some other animes that are catching my interest and hit the woods for a week for a little summer vacation. But I'm back and focused on my goal, which is climbing the Mount Everest of anime and bringing you guys with me all the way to the end. Until then, see you guys on the next episode of Anime J.